Alright guys, TouchGrabber here back again today. Hope you're enjoying your day so far. And today just wanted to make a brief video on this Chino Dashy situation that went down on the podcast a few days ago. The OpTic Gaming Los Angeles team several weeks ago now, we heard the rumours that Chino and Dashy were going to be out of the team for Drazza and Hollow coming in. This past weekend, the London home series, they certainly looked better. They lost both their series to the Florida Mutineers, which was certainly a difficult one. Game 5, round 11 in the first one, and a 3-1 series. Slasher and Kenny certainly talking about the latency issues, as we talked about this past weekend, that they were experiencing in those series. But they did have a win against Seattle, which was kind of comfortable. Then again, somewhat to be expected. Then again, certainly OGLA looked better this weekend. Of course, Accuracy was talking in that clip how Hollow and Drazza certainly had stepped their game up to some significant degree. And it was interesting to talk about the reasons for that, given that Dashy, of course, such a talented player, topping the KD standings really for the last 2 seasons in World War II and then in Black Ops 4. This season, certainly not the case by any means. Just wanted to have a brief discussion on exactly why that is. And a lot of people were thinking about, like, you know, this doesn't look like a good change, but then again, when we look at this past weekend, seems like this team was definitely improved to some degree. Intrigued to hear your thoughts down below. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you are new. And Chino went on the CODcast and talked about some of these issues. So this is a clip from ages ago, just thought I'd bring it up on screen when he was initially dropped. But I'll share a couple of clips here from the CODcast. Of course, I'll leave the whole VOD linked for you guys down below. Talking about the Chino, or talking about the Dashy, did turn up to practice on time, but once he got to practice, he didn't seem to be super dialed in and didn't really appreciate his team, didn't think like they had too much potential as an organization and as a squad.
And on just like benching Dashy, and then
Why
picking
though?
up,
Why though?
picking up
Can
a
we talk
person.
about that first?
Oh yeah, sure. So what happened is we felt like he wasn't really giving effort in practice. Like it's not like he wasn't late. He was always there on time, but the thing is like when we would be practicing, people would be talking to him or like talking towards him. There was one case where I even was like, "Okay, we probably should have done this and that. Like, what do you think?" And he just like ignored me, and it was, I don't know, I don't want to say that like maybe it's just like he didn't want to like not want to try, but it was maybe like he probably didn't see the potential we had. And I think that was just one thing that really hurt me, was like I felt like sometimes people didn't see that I was actually a good teammate. I would probably say Dashy and Tej didn't really believe in me that much. I don't know. It just felt like with them, like I never teamed with them before, so I didn't really know what like how they are. Like I don't know, maybe that could have just been how they are, but I just felt like there was times where we would be talking about stuff or anything like that, and it was like sometimes they wouldn't like give their input or like even respect what I had to say sometimes. And it's like I'm not saying that it was, like I said, I don't know if that's just maybe they don't like this game and they don't really care about it anymore, or if it was just me, but I mean, it happens.
I mean, it's kind of weird to say that after you get like top 2 and then get to a semifinal with the guy and then say you don't believe in him. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
So this is certainly interesting to see someone as talented as Dashy moving to the bench and probably the team actually getting better. I mean, his results, like his KD standpoint, the last few events he did play was just nowhere near what we've seen from Dashy levels being in previous Call of Duty games. Of course, when he was on the OpTic Gaming team last season, like he was fantastic. The CWL Vegas event that he won with like the 1.4 KD using the Tempest, absolutely like the best player in the game at the time. And I think like to some degree, given all the gas he was getting last year, getting onto a team now that wasn't doing so well, like having to, you know, fight through struggles is going to be a difficult thing for a player like that, and probably thinks that he deserves better to some degree. And certainly I imagine if Chicago was to give him an opportunity, he would welcome that with open arms. But I'll move to the bench. Clearly the team wasn't particularly happy with his contribution to practice, and of course when you've got a guy like Slasher on your team, it's not going to be, well, he's not going to accept anything less than you putting 100% into your game. And well, if that wasn't the case for Dashy, then clearly moving him to the bench was the option. The OpTic Gaming team then does have one final tournament this season before champs, but it's not looking so great for their prospects right now. Up against Toronto in this one, and then Chicago, so well, and Seattle is also there, so it's not going to be an easy road to get out of this pool by any means. But if they manage to do it, then maybe we'll see like some solid proof that well, Dashy on the team wasn't the long-term solution. And where will he go next season? Who really knows, given that I imagine there's going to be many organization restructures next season, given some teams clearly don't mesh particularly well and have well, significantly fallen off the likes of Seattle and such. Intrigued to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you are new. I will see you next time.